a Chinese scholar at the University of Illinois. Attorneys for the student charged in that case want the presiding judge to step aside, but the filing does not indicate why. Brent Christensen is facing the death penalty for the kidnapping and murder of Yin Yang Zhang.
I was sitting in prison for 23 years just sitting there thinking that I ain't never gonna see my people again, my family. I'm never gonna see freedom.
After spending decades in prison for a wrongful conviction, Nevest Coleman is seeking his own justice now. Coleman wants to be reimbursed for the years that he lost, and he wants the people who put him behind bars to be held accountable. Larry Yellen has the story.
I lost my mother, my father, aunties, grandmothers. I lost a lot of people in 23 years of my life that I can't get back.
Nevest Coleman spent nearly half of his life in prison, wrongfully convicted for the 1994 brutal rape and murder of Antoinica Bridgman in the Englewood neighborhood. He was released 2 months ago after DNA evidence pointed to a serial rapist as the real killer. Now Coleman is suing the city, several police officers, and the Cook County State's Attorney's Office to recover damages for his lost years.
Yeah, I get closer. I feel better. If justice is served properly, yeah.
Justice, his attorneys say, should include a new investigation of the 4 detectives who they say extracted a false confession from Coleman and learned how to do so from notorious Chicago police commander Jon Burge.
This case is about the legacy of Jon Burge, who trained the detectives who caused Nevest Coleman to be taken for 23 years away from his family.
Burge was never convicted on torture charges, but he did serve time for obstruction of justice and perjury. Coleman's attorneys say the detectives who put Coleman behind bars were just part of a criminal justice system which failed.
During this time period, people were not asking enough questions. They were closing cases, they were getting confessions, and they were getting convictions, but the prosecutors and the police were not doing their job.
Coleman's attorneys say other cities have had success with tracking complaints against detectives to identify possible patterns of abuse. They say Chicago needs to do more of that. Back to you.
Well, the city and the county declined to comment on the lawsuit. Coleman is one of 2 men who were set free after they were wrongfully convicted for the murder.